maintenant, absolument.
A Persian poet once said, a woman's eyes were all the jewels she needed. I'm afraid not many of the dowagers, divorcees, and wealthy widows who flock to Cannes during the season seem to agree with him. Can you wonder the place is a magnet for every top crook in the business? They take time and trouble to select their victims, and each has his own way of operating. Take the flyman, for instance. Perhaps not the most spectacular, but certainly the most dangerous.
Who's that?
Give her brandy, girl. Can't you see it's shock?
You find some then.
Operator, would you call the police? This is room 602. There's been a robbery. Thank you.
Well, thank goodness for one man who can keep his head in a crisis. I'm Natalie Sheridan.
Sebastian Toombs, believe it or not.
Of course I believe it. People always believe what they're told by the infamous Simon Templar.
What went wrong? I nearly got me.
Okay, you can get up now. What's happened?
The old dame woke up.
You got the stuff?
Yeah.
What happened to your suit?
I had to leave it. No time to get back to the room to change.
You said the man went directly to the vase, Lady Haverstock.
What?
Huh?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Do you usually keep your jewels in such a place?
Well, it seemed safe enough.
Until tonight.
What will my husband say?
Is anyone else familiar with this habit?
No.
How then do you account for the thief's movements?
Someone must have told him.
But who?
That, Colonel Latignon, as chief of police, is your job to find out.
Anything?
Plainly, he climbed along the wall from another balcony.
Oh, well done. Magnificent. What value do you place upon the missing pieces, madam?
£15,000.
A large sum to leave lying around in a bedroom.
Not if you did your job properly.
Never fear, madame. We shall recover your jewels.
How?
I'm expecting to lay my hands upon the thief almost immediately.
Come in, Colonel.
What is this?
Champagne, a small celebration.
Of what?
I had a lucky night.
Something perhaps to do with jewelry?
Roulette.
You seem to be expecting me.
Naturally. How about you?
Oh, merci. No, merci.
Incorruptible, all right? Strictly business.
You strike my mood with precision. I'm on duty. Where were you when the thief left Lady Haverstock's room?
In the corridor.
Then you saw the man?
Briefly.
Could you describe him?
Yes, he was medium height, medium build,
Coloring?
medium.
Clothes?
Dark.
Ish. And you never saw him before, naturally.
Naturally.
You arrived here tonight from Monte Carlo?
As you already know.
Why should I know?
Because there was a jewel theft at my hotel in Monte Carlo. You put two and two together and it came to cut.
Does it not strike you as odd that whenever you are around, jewelry seems to disappear?
Very odd.
You have an explanation.
Oh, none that you'd believe you, sure.
I am not convinced that you know as little as you pretend. There have been a series of jewel thefts recently from hotels on the Côte d'Azur. The thief always acting on inside information.
And you think the inside information comes from me?
Just so.
So you want an account of my movements while I'm here?
I must demand it.
Very well. In the morning at 10, I shall be by the pool at Eden Rock. I shall either be swimming or taking the sun, maybe both, or maybe neither.
There is a saying, monsieur. He who loves last, loves best.
Oh, there's another. If you give a dog a bad name, do not be offended if he fastens his teeth into the seat of your pants.
You agree?
Oh, yes? What?
He is our man.
Oh, undoubtedly.
The question is, who is his accomplice?
Well, we have a description.
Means nothing, too vague. Meanwhile, I want him under surveillance night and day. Note every contact, endeavor to overhear all conversations starting from now. But discreetly, Alphonse, discreetly.
Oh, oui.
This routine of not being seen together is getting very boring.
But safer.
Do you want me to go back and get your clothes?
I've my own way of getting in.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Could I have my key, please?
Your room is to your taste, monsieur?
Yes, thank you.
You have friends in Cannes, monsieur?
I have not been well. I came down here for some peace and some quiet. My key, please.
As you wish, monsieur.
How much do you figure?
10, 15,000.
So easy.
All I risked was a broken neck.
Well, you got away with it.
Only just. And if they get me, it won't be long before they get all three of us.
You frightened?
Cautious. She tips us off where the stuff is. If it's a safe, you crack it. If it isn't, I climb in. We have the perfect setup.
Waiter. Waiter.
This seat is taken?
Oh, well, actually, I'm keeping it for a friend.
Well, then I will just sit down until she comes back.
1,000 apologies, Danny. I'm so sorry you can't stay.
Simon. How did you know I needed help?
Oh, us educated roués have an instinct about these things. Oh, waiter. 2 martinis, please.
I'm not the kind of girl you think. I don't normally go into bars by myself.
How very thrifty of you.
Over here, they seem to think that if you aren't waiting for one man, you must be waiting for all men.
Natalie, where are you from?
Canada, Montreal.
Well, don't men ever speak to pretty girls there?
It's not the same thing. Or maybe when one's been married for a while, one forgets.
Where is your husband?
We're divorced.
Oh, so you came to Europe to forget.
Something like that.
Well, if you're going to continue this little jaunt by yourself, you'd better get used to men trying to pick you up.
Oh, I don't mind that. If they're the right men.
I say, mademoiselle, c'est ça? Non, allez.
I gave you a perfect alibi.
Was he convinced?
No, I don't think so.
That's my latte, huh? Give him a prejudice and he'll defend it in the face of all known facts.
Oh, glory.
Who is she?
Oh, she's a terrible old gasbag I met in Monte Carlo last week. Bertha Novisham.
Well, if we duck out now, she may not see you.
Too late.
Natalie, you sneaky little thing. You fancy checking out like that without even saying goodbye. Who's your handsome friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Novisham, Mr. Templer.
Good evening. Why don't you join us?
Lucky I saw you. You know, this place is full of tourists and charabanc parties these days. Any minute we'll be having community singing and an electric organ.
Will you have a drink?
Oh, that's nice. Champagne cocktail, please. My dear, do you know what the Fisby served on that fabulous yacht? One measly aperitif before, and Algerian gravs with dinner. I mean, only a millionaire can insult his friends like that.
A champagne cocktail.
Bernie, darling! Over here, come on over here. Bernie Kovar, the film producer, married to Mila Gambodi. They're making a picture in Paris. Mr. Kovar, Mrs. Sheridan, Mr. Templar.
Mr. Kovar.
Meet you.
Sit down.
Yes, do.
Is Mila with you?
Oh, she gets in tonight.
Is she bringing her jewels?
Sure, why not?
Tell her to be very careful with them.
Oh, you mean the jewel robberies?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't worry, me. There's a safe in the penthouse, and we're only here one night.
Bernie, what's your picture about?
Well, we would just be fascinated to hear about it, but I'm afraid we have to leave, Danny.
So soon?
Yes, we have to go to an early dinner party.
Oh, good idea. I'll join you.
Well, I'm afraid it's a private party.
Ah.
Mrs. Novisham, I hope we meet again. Mr. Kovar. Go. Natalie. Charge me with whatever the gentleman has.
That's a very pretty girl. Who is she?
That's a very good question.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
I don't think our Natalie is quite all she pretends to be.
Myriel, l'addition, s'il vous plaît.
Et tout de suite, monsieur. Simon, please let me pay my share.
Why, is that the way romance is conducted in Moribund, Montreal?
Well, we're not having a romance.
Or you think that having a meal with a man is like selling yourself to him?
Most men seem to think so.
You have a fairly dim opinion of the male animal.
With good reason.
Natalie, you divorced one man, not the entire sex.
Well, from what I've seen, they're all exactly the same.
Voilà, monsieur.
Merci.
How much?
Le fleur pour Madame 10 francs, monsieur.
Merci.
Je vous remercie aussi. Merci.
May I have the 5 francs now, or will I get it in kind later?
Simon, I know you must think I'm an awful prig, but, you know, I really did have a bad time.
Well, they have the right kind of therapy for what ails you here.
Ah, what's that?
Blue skies, hot sun, rich food. Brings you back to normal in no time.
Well, I know one thing. I've got the right physician, anyway.
Well, shall we go to the casino?
Well, it's such a lovely night. Couldn't we take a drive first?
Why not?
I'll just go and freshen up.
JG.
Make sure you let me know as soon as she arrives. And keep Templar out of his room for at least an hour. Right. Big new job coming up. Mila Gambodi, the actress. Jewels as big as eggs.
2 jobs in the same hotel?
Oh, we've worked out a plan to keep the police off your trail.
How?
Well, I'm going to plant these in Mr. Templar's room, then tip off the police. The minute they arrest him, we go to work on Gambodi.
This was her idea?
You know your trouble, Hugo. You don't like working for a woman.
Beautiful.
Sex war over?
Just signed the armistice.
Make a resolution to?
For instance?
To live for the future, and not the past. Excuse me. Well, well, Alphonse, turn peeping Tom.
I'm on duty, monsieur.
What are you looking for? Stolen hubcaps?
What's this all about?
Alphonse here thinks we're planning a crime.
Well, he must be insane.
My apologies, mademoiselle. An unfortunate error. Good night, monsieur.
Bonsoir, Alphonse.
How long had he been there?
He's been following us all night.
But why?
Well, he thinks you're passing me information.
What about?
What about where certain ladies keep their jewels at night?
Do they seriously think you did those robberies?
In this place, if a car is parked 10 minutes overtime, Colonel Lattignon starts swearing out a warrant for my arrest.
Must we leave?
What, doesn't the thought of the French police lurking in the undergrowth kill your mood, too?
Monsieur Templar?
Shall we fight or give in gracefully?
Let's go. You know, she's not such a bad old bird.
We're just going to the casino. Why don't you join us?
Oh, that would be fun, yes.
How about you, Mila? Are you ready for the road?
Who are these peoples?
You've already met them, Arnie. My wife, she's retired from the trip.
He is very cute.
Yes, well, I'll go and change.
Oh, there's no big rush, is there?
I won't be long.
Isn't he beautiful? Buy me that, Bernie. Buy it for me.
Alors, bonsoir. Ça va bien? Bonsoir, Marie.
Was he?
I have no idea.
Nothing was stolen from your room?
Not that I'm aware of.
We found this on the body, monsieur.
Oh, magnificent.
Hôtel Dauphine,
Where is it?
Rue du Bourg.
Do you know it, Monsieur Templar?
No.
I do not believe you. I think this man was your accomplice. I think he was delivering to you stolen property. You had an argument and...
Are you making a formal accusation of murder?
First, we will see what we find in your room.
Nothing here, monsieur.
You satisfied, Colonel?
No sign of the jewelry, yet nothing was stolen from your room. What then was the man doing here?
You're the police, you tell me. Now, if you don't wish to charge me with anything.
No doubt we shall find some clue at the Hotel Dauphine. Then I shall be back with all the charges I need. Meantime, you are to remain here. Stay here. Do not allow Templar to leave this room.
He fell? But how? Well, what shall I do? Yes. Okay. I will go right away to his room and get the stuff.
Come in.
Simon, you didn't kill him, did you?
No.
Well, I'm so mixed up. Everyone says you did.
Oh, what do you think?
I believe you.
Good. Policeman outside?
Yes.
We'll have to outwit him, won't we?
Well, how?
Everybody else uses the window.
Oh, you can't. Simon, please don't. You'll fall.
You'd really care?
It's so dangerous. Why don't you be sensible?
Well, I can cooperate with the police.
Well, why not? I mean, if you've nothing to hide.
Our lamented fallen friend was trying to frame me. It's a habit with some people, trying to bait a trap with an unusual kind of cheese.
Well, what kind?
Me. Wait here for me.
Monsieur?
You are the patron?
Yes, monsieur.
I am Colonel Latignan. Who occupies this room? Merci, madame.
Bonsoir, madame. Is my chief still up there?
Room 10.
The man's name?
Tench, an Englishman.
Or did he have any telephone calls?
3 or 4.
All from the same person?
It was a woman, always the same one.
French?
Yes, but she had a little accent.
Oh, what sort of an accent?
I could not say, monsieur. Bonsoir, monsieur.
Well, can you tell me anything else?
Once, when she called, I hear the voice of other operators. They are saying, Continental Hotel.
Don't you have any other callers or friends?
He know Monsieur Withers, though he pretend not to.
Always with us.
Just went out.
Merci, madame.
Who is it calling, please? Oh, one moment. So you, a woman.
Who is she?
She refuses to give her name.
Deal with her.
She says it's about Templar.
Latina here. How do you know this, madame?
Interesting, Colonel.
My friend, this time we've got him. You idiot! You let him get away!
But that is impossible, Colonel, I swear.
And you helped him to escape. I've a good mind to...
You looking for me, Colonel? Oh, what's the matter? There's no law against me taking a breath of fresh air on the balcony, is there?
Taking air is one thing. Wait. I'm very glad you are here, mademoiselle, as a witness. Behold. What do you see? I will tell you. You see Lady Haverstock's earrings.
Are you sure, Colonel?
Never fear. She will identify them beyond question.
Or just as a matter of interest, how did you know where to look?
An informant told me a woman.
But she wouldn't know they were there, would she? Unless she put them there.
Do not confuse this argument with fact.
I apologize.
Come, you are under arrest. For the next 20 years, you will be living at the expense of the French government.
me go, and you'll have the real thief before morning.
I have the real thief.
You're making a terrible mistake, Colonel.
No, monsieur, it is you who make the mistake, and you'll last for many years.
Believe me, Colonel, I'm really sorry about this.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Police! After him! After him!
Live for the future instead of the past, he said.
That's dialogue straight out of a B picture.
You should know, darling.
And I was stupid enough to believe him.
You're stupid if you believe men. Any man. The day they learn to talk, they learn to lie.
Well, personally, I don't think he stole Lady Haverstock's jewels.
But they found her earrings in his room.
Another.
Mila, I think it's time you went to bed.
Give me one good reason.
Because you're tired.
Of your big mouth.
Bernie's right. It's very late. Come on, Natalie. Good night, Mila.
Good night.
Good night, Bernie. Thank you for the drink.
It's been a pleasure.
See you again.
Yes.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Don't drop it like that.
Why not? I bought it.
You're an awful bore when you're drunk.
And you're an awful bore when I'm sober.
Natalie, dear, do take a sleeping pill. You'll feel better in the morning.
I doubt it. Good night, Bertha.
Good night. You escaped.
Correct.
What are you doing in my room?
Making champagne cocktails.
You're after my jewels.
On my word of honor, I'm not. If you don't believe me, you can call the police.
After my champagne cocktail.
Cherry.
Thank you.
Incidentally, are the Kovars in bed?
Only just, I should think. I left them 2 minutes ago. Why?
No reason.
You know, Mr. Templar, I find you a very likable young man.
You have great taste.
No, I mean it. You're charming and amusing.
Mrs. Novisham, our regard is mutual.
Thank you.
To the future.
I don't have much future.
Nonsense.
No, I'm just a rather frumpy, middle-aged woman. With a little money.
You're a very charming and gracious lady.
Oh, how nice of you to say so. I could wish you'd been as kind to Natalie. She's terribly upset.
Oh, what about?
Dear boy, I think she's fallen in love with you.
Did she say so?
No, but I can tell. She's positively radiant compared with last season.
Natalie Sheridan was here last year.
Why, what's so strange about that?
Nothing. I just thought this was her first trip.
Come in. I'll be through with this one in 1 second.
Going somewhere?
I thought you were in jail.
Isn't that what you wanted?
What I wanted, but that's ridiculous.
Is it? I see you're packing.
Yes, I'm going home. I'm just not cut out for this kind of life.
And what sort of life are you cut out for?
What do you mean?
Mixed-up little girl, not very sure of herself. Moonlight drive by the Mediterranean. Well, someone planted those earrings in my room. Who's J.G.?
Jack Gordon, my ex-husband. Not that it's any of your business.
Ever been to Cannes before?
How dare you cross-question me like this? You're the one who's wanted by the police.
That's right, isn't it? You'd better turn me in, hadn't you? Yeah. Wrong number?
I can't.
Why not? Why not?
Because I'm a complete fool.
You take 5 men, you cover the airport. Check the roadblocks. You take as many men as you need, you cover the railway station, all roads leading north. Check the roadblocks. You alert the harbor police. Tell them to watch every single boat. I don't cover this.
What about his hotel?
I'm surrounded by idiots. Templar is not fool enough to go back to his hotel.
Colonel,
Check the roadblocks.
The telephone.
Will you stop interrupting me? I am interested in talking to nobody. I want only to apprehend Templar.
But this is Templar.
Then why didn't you say so?
Hello.
Hello, Colonel.
Monsieur, alors, encore.
Uh-huh.
Taisez-vous, moi, je comprends rien. Êtes-vous?
Right over here at the hotel.
Alors, écoutez-moi, monsieur. Alors, taisez-vous.
Now,
Alors,
watch your blood pressure, Colonel. I promised you would have the real thief before morning. So if you and your Keystone cops like to toddle over here, you'll catch him red-handed. Mr. Willis? You're a thief, Colonel.
It is another trick, a lie.
If you don't believe me, look in his pockets, Alphonse. Andy has an accomplice.
Oh, I'm aware of her, the beautiful lady from Montreal.
Oh, you know?
Of course. I recognize her accent, Canadian-French. And what is more...
Yes.
We discover she has the ticket on the dawn flight.
But she won't be on it.
Indeed not.
Thanks to you. Colonel, I really mean this. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
I have many years of experience.
Amazing. May I come with you?
Oh, I know where to find her.
Oh, I know, but it's such a thrill to watch you work.
After you.
Merci.
But this is not her room.
She'll be here, I promise.
Mademoiselle, I regret greatly to have to inform you that you are under arrest.
Me?
Shall I explain how you do it?
I wish you would, Colonel.
You make friends, mademoiselle, with lonely, rich old women.
Colonel, I
Be
swear
silent.
to...
In no time at all, you are comparing jewels. Soon they tell you where they keep them. With Lady Overstock, it was under the flowers. So, you tell your accomplice, the man who fell tonight. And we have learned, mademoiselle, that once he worked in the circus on the high trapeze. So, he come up the wall, into Lady Overstock's room, and out go the jewels.
Bravo, Colonel. You're magnificent.
Merci.
You have it absolutely right.
Oh.
Except for one thing.
How is that?
the wrong girl. The jig's up, Bertha.
I guess it is.
Huh?
Yes.
There must be some mistake.
Dozens, darling. The biggest one was marrying Danny Tench.
Your husband?
Uh-huh. Believe it or not, I was his partner in a trapeze act. The Flying Tenches. Allez, Alphonse.
Well, Colonel, that leaves us with just one or two little points.
Oh, there will be no charge of assaulting a police officer, and there will be no charge of stealing a police car. And you will agree there will be no charge of false arrest.
Oh, it's a deal. And I tell you what, I'll buy you a new hat out of my 10% reward.
Mademoiselle?
Bonsoir. You'll miss your plane.
I hope so. How did you know that Bertha did it?
Because I knew it wasn't you.
You were taking a terrible risk.
I had to. When our friends decided to offer me up as bait, there was only one thing I could do. Make a better mousetrap.